Hello everybody. I'm going to show you how I turned my 4 hairstyles into shapes and then chose one of those hairstyles and added line and value detail to it. You will be doing the same thing for your examples as well. You may use my examples, but you're going to follow the same strategy that I'm going to use for your assignment. All right, so this is what the end result will look like. You'll have 4 faceless heads with each shape representing your picture. You have a straight, a wavy, curly, and a coily, male or female, or a combination of both. Okay, and then choose one of them. I chose the straight, and you add line and shading, also faceless. All right, I'm going to show you how I created my examples. Okay. First, I'm going to draw 4 egg shapes as if I were going to be drawing a face. Okay. Make sure you draw nice and light because you're going to be drawing the hair over it and you'll be erasing those guidelines later. And make sure they're nice and small enough that you can fit 4. So you're putting 4 on one sheet of paper. Okay. I'm going to add a neck. Okay, there's my neck. All right. So the first one, I'm doing the straight hair. Straight hair is seen as one straight mass. And there's a part on the side. She has a side part. So I'm going to make sure that that side part is there on her head as well. So that's the side part there. The hairline usually starts, this is her eyes, her nose, and her mouth. The hairline usually starts about a third, 1, 2, 3, down from the eyes, okay? So this is her forehead and this is her eyes. So I'm going to make the general shape because it curves around, okay, it curves around her right eye and around her chin. This is her chin here. And it comes to a point. You see there's a point right there. So that is the shape. Now our hair comes above our scalp unless we have a buzz cut or a very short hair that is close to the scalp, or a ponytail that's sitting right on the scalp. But when your hair is out, it usually lifts off the scalp. So you're going to give it space above the scalp. Okay. Now the left side of her hair is higher than the right side. So make sure that is reflected. Also comes at a point. And then the curve. Now that is all I need you to do for this step of the assignment. Just the shape. No shading, no line work. Okay. Then I'm making the dark lines. You can erase these lines, the guidelines, but you can also keep them. This is practice. Okay, so now for this is my straight. Okay. This is the wavy. So in a wavy, her hair is in sections. So she has a section here, a section there, and a section there. I'm going to treat those as separate sections of the hair. So I have my chin, eye line, nose line, mouth line, so you can see. And that's her hairline. She also has a side part, so I will give her that. Her hair comes around her face and curves. Okay. And then there's another section here that comes underneath. And then another section that comes around her neck. And then on the other side, you have another section underneath. Okay, if she has hairs that are outside of that shape, ignore them for now because you're blocking her hair. So her hair is in blocks. Okay. So that is the general shape of her hair. Okay. The next one is the wavy, curly. The next one is the wavy. For wavy hair, the wavy hair is also in chunks, but you will be using squiggly lines instead of straight lines to give the indentation of curls. Okay, so her shape, she has sort of a part, but it's where her hair goes in different directions. Okay, so this is her eye line, nose line, mouth line. Okay, do not draw the face because I want you to focus on the hair. So first I will do the shape, the general shape of what her hair is doing. Okay, so that's the shape. And then to make it look curly, I'm changing the line quality of my squiggles following my shape line. Make sure that your squiggles are not close together because that is what you will do for the coily hair, and you'll see the difference in a minute. Now I noticed that her hair here is actually bigger, so I'm going to make this bigger. She has a lot of curls. Okay, so you're going to change your straight line into uneven squiggly lines. Okay, you're not going to do each and every curl. Okay, notice I'm doing some thick lines, some thin lines. That's the change in line quality. Okay, that is wavy. This is curly. Okay, so wavy hair is very similar to straight hair. It's straight at the root and it curls as it comes down and cascades from the face. Okay, straight hair has it can have a bend at the bottom, but that's the only bend that you would usually see. Curly hair curls from the root. Okay, and so does coily hair. So his hair is full just like the curly hair. So you have your eye line, nose line, mouth line. He's a man, so I'm going to give him a stronger chin. Okay. He also has a side. Now you notice that the hair does not curl. It does not go close to his head. It comes out from the root. So the lines are straight on the hairline. Like this is his scalp right here. And above that is the shape of his hair. So it's a round curve and another very round curve. If your drawings overlap, that is okay. This is a practice assignment. Okay, please do not color them either. Okay, now I'm going to erase so you don't get confused by my lines. Okay, but you don't need to. Okay, so this is the shape of his hair. Now I'm going to give very tight squiggly lines because that is coily hair. So the lines are like little zigzags. Okay, sometimes you'll have broken lines like that. Okay. Do not fill in the insides. All right. I just want shapes. Okay. Then you're going to choose one. I'm going to choose the straight, just like I have in the example. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that the egg shape fills up the entire page. So I'm making my egg nice and big. Okay. Put in my neck. This is my face, eye line, nose line, mouth line, hairline. Okay. Her part. Okay. You may do this in any style you choose, as long as you follow the guidelines. So I'm going to start with the shape. This is why I have you all do the practice first, because you always start with the shape. Okay. This goes around her face and stops right at her chin. Okay. I am not going to be checking for skill accuracy. I will be checking for shape accuracy. Does this shape match the shape of the image? Okay, this time I am going to erase the guidelines. Because I'm going to be adding details. All right, you can't really see the lights and values in her picture. So you are going to create imaginative ones. If your picture already does have guideline, shadow and highlights in it, you're going to follow the shadow and highlights from the image. But this one does not. Make sure. So it's a very soft highlight. So the dark lines usually come from the root. So I just do a whole lot of lines, dark from the root, and it gets lighter. Okay. right? So those are her hairs, and it's lighter in the middle. Okay. And then it gets darker at the bottom because light usually hits the middle of each block of hair. And this is one large block. So you notice how I'm starting dark at the bottom and I'm swooping up. If you don't get it at first, don't worry. It takes practice. That's why we're doing this assignment. This is not a final project. This is a practice assignment. And you notice I'm helping my shading by cross-hatching the bottom and shading in the bottom. Okay. You can also smudge it if you want to. Okay. You will be only doing this with pencil. So you have lines coming from the bottom and lines coming from the top. Okay. All right. Getting rid of any extra smudges I might have. Make it nice and neat. And make sure that my values are easy to distinguish. Dark at the root, middle, light in the middle. Dark at the root because her hair is black. So dark at the root. Okay. Dark at the root. Okay. You notice I did not do much shading in the middle because that's where the light is. Okay. And some indications of hair. And that is it. Okay. You do not have to label each section, but I prefer that you do. It is not required. Okay. But your final must be one of the 4 that you did a shape on. Okay? All right. Have fun, everybody.